Tell us what you do.
I'm Reien. I work as the design manager for Pacific Palm Property, as you know, as division of steamships.
How long have you been in the industry?
In architecture, I've actually started many years ago. I actually started before I studied. I actually submitted my first house plan when I was 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I've been going at it for 39 years, basically. So studied and then became architect, and yeah, ever since then.
Nice. So like obviously you worked in other parts of the world.
Yes.
Which part of the world do you like the architecture more?
Look, I've worked in Africa. I've been in Europe for a short while, and then I worked in China as well. And then now, for the past year, I've been here in PNG. And to be quite honest with you, I really like the PNG, the way everything's. It's just everybody wants to learn.
Yeah.
And I like it. You know, it's not the mainstream where people tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You get to actually express yourself and actually help the people make it a better place, and I really enjoyed it.
Great.
So if I can say, I think my last year so far has been the best of my life so far.
Oh, nice. That's beautiful. Thank you. But before you came here, did you ever like do some Google research, find out anything about Papua New Guinea? Was it?
Not really. I mean, it came onto me so quickly. I was looking for opportunities, and I was contacted, and within a month I was actually here. So
Okay.
I didn't have much time. I knew of Papua New Guinea. Also, obviously, James Bond, back in the day.
Yeah.
So, and then there's also, there's a lot of stigma about Papua New Guinea, all the bad things. But you know what? It's not even close to that. It's really, I enjoyed it. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's good.
But it's, it's very similar to coming from South Africa.
Yeah,
it's very similar to Africa. So it's not much of a difference. For us, as South African expat, it's actually very easy to come here. I just find that the culture here of the community is a lot more susceptible and a lot more friendlier than being in South Africa though. So I enjoy it.
Oh, that's great. Which part of South Africa were you stayed before you came here?
I lived in Durban for 40 years, then moved up to Pretoria, which is inlands like your highlands kind of thing.
Right.
And then obviously moved here. So most of my life I was in Durban at the coast, which is very similar to what you have here in POM.
Nice.
Very similar.
So you've been here almost a year now, am I correct?
Yeah.
Which other parts of Papua New Guinea have you been to?
Last year I was based in Lae for 3 months, and then I went back to South Africa, and then I was offered the opportunity at Pacific Palms. So it only happened once I was back there.
Yep.
And then I returned back, and I've been here now almost a year.
Awesome. So this is a big question for a lot of people. Is Lae better or POM better?
That's a matter of opinion. At first, I didn't like Lae. I think it was just maybe because of the whole experience. It was also my first. And then when I came back to POM, I was like really worried. But I've been back to Lae about a month ago. And obviously, coming back, working here, my eyes opened and my whole experience was different. And then going back to Lae, it was actually a lot better for me. I really enjoyed Lae, but it's very different. I mean, this is a city where Lae is more of a informal town. I find that people are more friendlier in Lae, and they're not as aggressive. It's, there's a lot of tribal things happening in POM, but it's expected because it's the capital. So, but my personal choice, I like POM. It's just it's the whole seniors. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. I grew up in Lae, so I'm biased that way.
Okay. I can imagine.
But yeah, what are some of the projects you've done that you're really proud of that you can tell us?
Look, probably one of the biggest things that I've worked on was the Moses Mabhida Stadium in South Africa for the 2010 World Cup.
Okay.
I was the venue infrastructure coordinator.
Nice.
Once FIFA took over, but we've been, as an architectural firm, we were part and parcel from day one, from design all the way through construction, and then after that I took over to become the link between FIFA and the South Africa, what they call it, the FIFA Soccer World Cup Committee.
Right.
Okay. So So I had a terrible job, you know, I had to be at every single match. It was really
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was really good. That's probably one of the big. I mean, that was a big job. Oh, and then actually that project I had in China, which was really big as well. It was a rather large project. That was
which one is
even bigger. It's a whole city block in Beijing that was basically
A whole
parking-
city block?
A whole city
Wow.
block. And when I say city block, it's about 200 meters by 200 meters.
Yeah.
It's massive because what they try and do in Beijing is because of the congestion and the air pollution,
Yeah.
they actually build a city block where everything is in the block. The people live there, work there, school there,
Wow.
shop there. Some of those people actually don't even leave that block. It feels like you're in a jail,
Yeah.
but it's massive. I mean, it was a city block. It was basement parking, shopping center, 3 floors, then a bit of like retail commercial, you know, and then they had 2 residential towers, 2 office towers, and a hotel, about 37 floors. So it was big. It's a big project there.
That's interesting. Would you say it's like the Chinatown that they're trying to build?
Yeah, similar, except that Chinatown is going to be spread out. It might be more single buildings, but it's the same sort of concept, where it's all just within one confined wall. This was just one, you know, if you can call it the podium, that extend to the city blocks, and then on top of it, there are towers.
Right.
So, but it's very similar to the same sort of thing that Chinatown, they're trying to create that same compound feeling, if I can call it that.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Oh, sure.
It's
No
a good
problem.
chat. Final question. Do you watch rugby?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a rugby union.
Rugby union.
But we used to, when we used to play rugby back in the days in school, we used to do it on the league format.
Yeah.
But obviously the big thing in South Africa is rugby union.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely, I actually worked for Reien, which was the ex-Springbok captain.
Right.
Worked for him for many years, so we were very much involved. You know, we had a suite at the stadium. Used to go and watch the games all the time.
Yeah.
95 World Cup, Rugby World Cup.
Nice.
So it was really good. Yeah, no, I'm a big rugby fan.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We're all rugby fans here too.
Yeah, it's good. No,
Right, great.
I like it.
Great to have
Thank
you.
Thanks a
Appreciate your
lot.
time, man.
Okay.